again from Sue's Dolbrodmaeth garden today, and it is the 3rd of December, I think. Anyway, I've got these gloves on because I'm going to clean inside my polytunnel today, because I've got my soapy water here and I'm going to start down this end. I'll show you in a minute, and I'm going to just clean the thing because it looks really grubby and yucky. So I'm going to try and clean the walls inside the polytunnel today. Anyway, yesterday I was doing some of my seeds. I don't know if you saw that video, but I've also planted some bulbs in some containers and also some pansies. I'll show you those in a minute, the ones that I've got inside the polytunnel. And I've done a couple of things outside and put some bulbs in, and the heathers. I put the heathers outside in a couple of containers that I got, and I tipped all the earth out of both the sort of cloth bags and mixed it with the compost that I brought in from yesterday. So I did quite a lot of stuff off camera. Once I'd finished, I thought I just need to do a bit more stuff before I go indoors. And today what I want to do is clean some of the plastic. We'll see how far we get before I get bored. I might just do half of it and then do the other half tomorrow. I don't want to spend all day doing this, because I want to put more bulbs in, because it's a really nice calm day today. It's really still and it's just perfect for going outside and doing some jobs. So I don't want to spend all my time in the polytunnel cleaning. So I'm just going to do half of it, I think. I'll do the half over that side. And I cut down all the cucumber melons that had all died back from the frost. And I've cut all 4 of them now. So I cut them all down to the ground. So hopefully they'll come back next year. Because now they're actually a plant, they're not just a seed. Hopefully they come back and you know, quicker next year and become a plant quite quickly. So let's just see what happens with them. Anyway, so I'm just going to turn the camera around, show you quickly what I'm going to do in the polytunnel today. And also I'm going to plant the bulbs outside. And I noticed indoors, I've still got loads of the bulbs I lifted from this year. I lifted all the little tiny dwarf daffodils out of the border at the front of here. What I'm planning on doing with those is that on our drive, next to our drive coming into the building, we've got the mulched bark area. And what I was thinking of doing was cutting sort of little slits in it and putting 5 bulbs in at a time in little clumps all around it, and then that should look pretty in the spring, and that'd be that. We're not worried about putting any more flowers in there, but if I do want to, I've made the little slits because there's like a membrane underneath the bark where all the weeds grow through anyway. Well, the weeds grow on top, like where the bark is, basically. They're very shallow, but we have to go round every so often and pull the weeds out of the bark. Yeah, so let me just turn the camera around. I'll show you what I'm going to do today inside the polytunnel. So this is on, right, so I'm going to do this side today. So this is where the lavatiera was, and yeah, where one of the cucumber melons is in the corner there. Look, I didn't cut that one, but it's I'll just give that one a quick snip. But I'm going to clean this bit first today, because this bit's really annoying me. It's so dirty and grotty. And then I'm going to clean it all the way up to the ceiling here. That dirt, I think, is on the outside. I'm not sure. We're probably going to clean the outside of the polytunnel. I'm not sure when the weather warms up, I'm thinking. I'm not sure. Anyway, we've got some special stuff to clean the outside of the polytunnel with. And we bought a special brush and a hose and everything so that we can reach the ceiling, because we need maximum light come next year. Because if you've got all this gunk growing on it, it starts to make it so it's not so bright. So we're going to do that. I did this bit before. This bit here, I've done that when I took everything out that bed. and we'll do under that table there. And then I'd have to move these trees if I want to do under that table there. I might have to do that, move the trees. And I think I cleaned this corner once. I'm not sure, it doesn't look that dirty. Oh, I think I did do this bit. Anyway, we'll do it again, we'll just give it a quick clean. And I definitely did do this side of the plastic here. So we'll see how far we get. I'm not sure if this stuff is on the inside. Oh no, it's definitely on the outside. See this weirdness? That's all on the outside of the polytunnel, and it blocks out the light, so we definitely got to get that off. But that's a job for another day. I'm not doing everything today. I need to get on and do some bulbs. Oh yeah, remember, oh sorry. Oh. So remember I told you that green side up guy, he uses these to put his microgreens in that he's growing, and he just lines it with some, you know, one of the bags from the compost with the black bit facing inwards, and then he puts loads and loads of seeds in these. This is what I'm going to do, because I've got a load of seeds indoors that are actually quite old from a few years ago, and I'm actually going to do that and see if they grow, and that would be an additional crop. Let me just show you the table. So here is where I mixed, see all these are like the tiny little flower seeds that have come off of the heather when I've done the heather, and I emptied out these 2 bags. Oh, in fact one of them I emptied into this outside pot that I've created. See this pot here? So this is this bit of pipe, and it was just sitting here. It's a massive heavy concrete pipe. So what I've done in this, I've actually put in some crocus bulbs and the heather, and also some pansies, winter pansies. So I've done that in that one, so that's got rid of one of those heathers, and then the other 2 heathers that I had, I've put them in these pipes, but I've had to put them in these little mushroom pots for a minute, because they don't have any bottoms, because obviously they're old waste pipes that I've always wanted to do something with them, and I was like, what am I going to do with those? And then these little heathers just fit in there perfectly, look. So I've put the little heathers inside these little pots. So there you go. So that's what I did yesterday. And on the table as well, I also, I must do these today. Let's do that. Yeah, I cleared up all this table. You saw me do this yesterday. And in here, in this lovely, lovely green one, I've put in tulips. So these are the canaster, the really beautiful ones. So I've put 3 tulip bulbs in here, and I've put some little pansies on the top. And in here, I've also put some crocuses, some blander, and some pansies. The blander are like these daisy-like flowers that are bulbs, and they sort of, I think they sort of, it says that they're ground cover, but I've put some in there. So I've done that, so that's pretty good. So at least I've started. And these are the lids that I put on top of the seeds that I'd started yesterday. So there's all the seeds I've done yesterday, and I've got the lids on so that they can get away nicely with a nice atmosphere. And I think that's all I did off camera yesterday. I nearly poked my eye out this morning with moving one of these trees. Oh, that one there. When I moved it, I nearly poked my eye out. Anyway, I've got my bucket of water here, and I'm gonna and I've got one of these things. I need to poke my eye out again on this fig tree. So I've got one of these, so I've got a cloth in there, so I'm just going to wash it down and then go over it with this, and that's that. The water doesn't act, well, it does on this one, the water will actually go straight on the bed, but on the others it doesn't, because there's like wood in front. But anyway, I'm going to crack on, and I'll show you this bit once I've done it. It's really warm today. I think I might have to take my hat off, maybe my coat even. I think I might actually get quite warm doing this job. Anyway. So we'll see how we get on, and I'll see you again soon. So I've cleaned all of this bit down this side. So I've cleaned up all of the top, all the way to the roof, and I've cleaned all this bit, and I've cleaned all down this side of the door. So I've cleaned this whole section. And I cleaned the door so there's no green stuff on the door. All the stuff that you can see is on the outside, so all these leaves and everything. And I managed to get the sort of green stuff that was growing in the door off. And then I've cleaned up all up here where we used to have the insect massacre in the summer. And I've done all down this side as well. All down this side. So all that stuff out in there is outside. All the way down to the floor, and the plastic at the back I've cleaned. All this side and all up here. So this is now all done. I'm not doing any more of this today. That's enough cleaning for one day. I'm not that fond of cleaning, to tell you the truth. And so the water is nice and green. I'll show you. So I just use soapy water with washing up liquid. That's all I use. There we go. Nice and green. So I'll just throw that outside. And tomorrow I will do under that table over there and along this bit here up to the roof, along and all the pipe work. And then come down this side and just basically do it in sections, and then do this section. And that'll be enough for tomorrow. And then the next day I'll do the next section and the next section and the next section. I think I've done this section before. This looks quite clean to me. I think I did this section, but I'll just wipe over it again. And I think I also done that section as well, but I'll just wipe over that bit. So I might, if I've already done these two sections, I might then move on and do the next section under that table, and then continue to do the same process all the way over to here. And then there's only this bit left, and I've done that section there already. I've done that bit, but I'll just clean a bit. Well, that section's in there, but I've actually done that bit, and I've actually cleaned the back of this plastic already. I've already done this. But I'll just wipe over it again just to make sure that... But this side, I don't think I've done the bottom of it. I don't think I did this side. And then we'll just do this bit. I think I've done that bit before as well, but we'll just do it again. And then it'll be nice and clean in here. And then me and my partner will do... We're going to use this sort of sheet method of cleaning the top. So we've got a special brush and everything. So it needs rinsing down first with the hose spray, and then we'll wash it with the brush thing that we've got, and then we're going to use a sheet which one of us is going to hold one side and the other one's going to hold the other side, throw it over the top and just sort of pull and push, you know, like rub it along and get all the gunk off the roof so that you can see through the plastic again. And we'll do that shortly, maybe, don't know when, but soon. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you that. I'm just having a cup of coffee my partner brought me. I did actually make some coffee and put it in a flask and bring it up here. But I thought my partner wasn't drinking coffee today, so I didn't make him any. So, but he's now drinking coffee. We did fast for the morning, so he has decided he wants to eat something. I've not yet, nothing yet. I'm not going to eat anything till this afternoon. Later, and then I'll have the aubergine thing that I made yesterday. I made a really nice aubergine like parmesan thing. It was really nice, and I'm gonna have that with something, I don't know what. Anyway, so I'm not really hungry at the moment. I'm a bit I just want to get on and do some jobs outside while the weather's nice, because it's such a nice day today. It's not cold. I'm absolutely amazed that it's not actually cold. I haven't got any gloves on. My hands aren't cold, even though that, you know, I've got a hole in the glove. They were like those latex gloves, but my hands aren't even cold, which is amazing, because every other time I've come outside my hands have been freezing. So my job next. So I've done enough cleaning. I'm finished. I cleaned all the toys as well. So my little bee. I cleaned them all because they got a bit dirty with mud splashed all over them, and now I'm keeping them in the polytunnel for the winter. So they're all nice and clean now. So I've cleaned all the toys, and yeah, so I'm sort of spring cleaning at the moment in the polytunnel, making sure it's all nice and clean and tidy, ready for the spring. Ready. But my next job is to tidy up around the tree. I'll show you. I swear I've showed you this about a million times, what I'm going to do outside. And then I want to actually get some bulbs in there. I really do want to get some bulbs outside today. I really got to do it. So I've got to, I mean, I've managed to do some of the bulbs in the little pots and everything up here. I still got a load more to do. You know, the tulips and everything, I want them in tubs up here so I can keep an eye on them. I don't want Anna eating them because they're expensive, aren't they? And I don't want him eating my bulbs just as a flower comes out or something and he decides he likes a tulip flower and eats it. That wouldn't be cool. I wouldn't be happy. So all the tulips are going to stay up this end of the garden behind the gate because he can't get in this bit. So I've got to be sort of careful where I put things. It's like I wanted to put a plant, one of the shrubs outside in the garden. But I might have to put it in when he's still locked up because he's very nosy. He loves to come and see what I'm up to. And if I put anything in the garden, I can guarantee he will come and nibble at it. So I might have to do it in the morning before I let him out of his house. And then he won't even go there because he only goes where I go. So if I'm out in the garden and doing a bed or something, he'll come along and have a nibble at everything, things I don't want him to eat. So if I just do things when he's not around, then he's less likely to find it, if you know what I mean. So that's what I'm planning on doing anyway. So this plant that I've got outside in a pot, which I actually want to get in the garden, it's a variegated lungwort, I think. I don't know, I can't remember. I think it's called a lungwort plant. Anyway, any of the plants I want to put in the garden I've got to do when Anu's not around. And the cornus, the dogwood, the golden one, because I've got red cornus, but I've got a gold one here, and I want to put it like near the others, but I don't want him to see me doing that either. So we won't be doing that today. So my day's mission for the rest of the day, and it will get cold quite quick, I can guarantee it, is to just nip outside and put some bulbs in the bed. I cleared the rockery, and some bulbs around the tree. I'll let you see what bulbs I'm going to do in a minute. Anyway, so I'm just drinking my coffee. Oh, we got this nice Welsh cup today, the ancient capital of Wales, Machynlleth. I don't think that's how you pronounce it. Sandra would probably say, Sue, it isn't how you say it. Anyway, so I'll see you again in a minute when I take you outside to show you where I'm going to put my bulbs today. Okay, bye. Sue here with my wild hair. Oh, I have to get it under control soon. Anyway, I've just come back in the polytunnel, and I've been outside for about an hour or so, and I've just put all loads of bulbs around the massive tree. I've just done that, cleared it all, took the weeds out and everything, and tidied up the wallflowers or whatever they are. And I've now just put in some bulbs. So I put in loads of daffodil bulbs, I put in the rest of the crocus bulbs, and I put in some of the anemone type looking flowers, like the daisy flowers, and I've put quite a few of those in. So I've done that. Now I need to rig up the pipe for the water, because I actually need to water them in because it's really dry around the tree. So for them to actually start getting some roots, I need to water them. Not loads, I mean I won't have to keep doing it, but the tree is under its own canopy obviously. I'll go and show you in a minute. I'm just having a cup of coffee because I literally have just come in the polytunnel. and brought the mess up. It's really messy round on the ground bit round the tree, but I'm not doing that today. My next plan is, because I was going to put some bulbs in where the rockery is, but I'm bored of doing that now, so I'm not putting any more bulbs in today. I've had enough doing bulbs today. So my next job I've decided to do, I've got to get my kneeling cushion out, is just to tidy up where the front sign is, where I started it the other day, and then I stopped because I was only doing it temporarily, before I ended up doing some other job. I think we were doing the car park and I was waiting for my partner to come out, and I went out there and done the a bit of the front. But now I want to go back out there and do a bit more of the front, because I want to get the whole of this side of the garden done before I start on the other side of the garden. And when I start on the other side of the garden, I think I might start at the riverside part first and clear all them beds out, because they're a lot smaller than the big bed with all the shrubs in and everything. I might leave that, because normally I start this end and work round to the other side, but I think what I'm going to do this time is start at the other side and work round this way, and tidy it all up and cut everything down, get all the brambles out, and plant some bulbs around there as well, because I haven't got any. And the reason why I wanted to plant them around the tree is because it will look absolutely gorgeous, and I've never put bulbs in there. I've never got round to it. I've tidied up around the tree several times and trimmed the plants up and everything, because there's some hollies and stuff growing in there, so I just like to keep them down, like small. But I've never ever put bulbs in there, so this is the first year that I've ever got round to putting bulbs in there. I did put some cyclamen in there about 2 years ago, and I did put some wallflowers in there, but I've never actually put any bulbs in there because I've never bothered to go and get any bulbs. This is the first year when me and Simon went, and I just decided back in just after spring, I think it was summer, to get bulbs and put them in the garden, so we actually have, so it looks pretty, and they're all and it'll be a surprise because I won't remember where I've put them. It's like Christmas, isn't it? And there'll be like this wonderful display of flowers everywhere, so I'm really looking forward to it, to look really pretty this year. So I'm going to put some bulbs in the bit I'm going to dig over shortly, but I won't put the bulbs in today, I don't think, because it's only 2:10. I thought it was really late. You know why it is? It's because I haven't stopped to eat. I haven't had lunch, so I'm just going straight through. So when you don't stop to have lunch, it doesn't take up an hour of my time, because normally I have lunch for an hour and then I come back out and do some more work, because this is basically my job. Because my job is like keeping this place clean and tidy at the moment. I feel like growing food is my job, because I can't actually do my official job of running the B&B. That's my official job, but I can't really do that, so I'm having to find other things to do at the moment. I'm going to be doing some work, like setting up some bits and bobs online, to get some income, but that's something else. But part of my YouTube channel is that. So so I'm really pleased with what I've done so far today, and so I'm just drinking my coffee, and then I'm going to go outside, and it's still really wonderful weather. There's no wind. It's so nice, and it's not at all cold. I can't believe that it's not cold today. It will start getting cold soon when the sun goes and sets behind the mountain, but at the moment it's really nice. I'm going to stay outside for at least another hour to do the front bit, so we'll do that. So we might as well get as much done as we possibly can before the before the weather changes again, because it has been really cold and I couldn't come out at the beginning of this week because of that. I didn't feel like it, but I've done loads this week. I feel like in the Polytunnel, done seeds, now I'm planting bulbs out, tidied up the table, cleaned some of the walls down in the Polytunnel. I feel like I've really achieved something really good this week, so I'm really happy. And I've made loads of videos. Because every time I do this sort of stuff, I want to video it so that I can keep track of what I'm doing. And it's lovely to watch them, even if I do rabbit on. So I really enjoy editing the videos in the evening. I do it every day in the evening, and I have the telly on and my partner still works, and then he comes up, and then I just edit my videos in the evening and I'll put them on the next day. So I edit them and then I upload them to my anyway, I upload them to my computer, and then I upload them to YouTube, like usually the next morning, or in that evening, but then I don't fill in all the gumph that you have to do on YouTube until the next day. So this is why my videos are sometimes a bit behind, because sometimes I make like 2 or 3 videos and then I have to space them out and edit them. And yesterday's video, I think it took me over 2 hours to edit it, because it was a long video from the day before when I was chatting. Anyway, I'm just going to show you what I did outside. Anyway, let's go. So we're going to just go and show you what I just did. I used one of these bags to carry all my stuff down to what I was doing. That's useful, that was. So I brought all the rubbish up. Oh, a little Robin. So I brought all the rubbish up. So this is how much I've got out of the bed around the tree. So I'm just going to show you what I did today. There's Anu, he's being nosy, eating those flowers. So what I want to do is just tidy up the rest of this bed, because I started on it the other day and I pulled out a lot of these things, and then what I want to do is just start on the rest, probably up to here, maybe to here. So I'll do up to here, and then we've got to go through these. I might have to split some of these up, so I might have to dig them up. Yeah, but I won't do that today. That's like going to take quite a while to do. So we'll go and show you what we did. Let's have a look. There's Anu. Anu! Alright, puppy. Yeah, we will decorate our house eventually. Not in a rush at the moment, since we're not open. But we need to do it before we can get any guests. Well, who knows, we might not ever get any again at this rate. It's the way things are. Anyway, let's just look at round. See this tree? It is ginormous. But it has this nice sort of plinth round it. So, what I was done today, I've tidied all this up. And we've got loads of foxgloves in there and wallflowers. So I've left all the foxgloves, and I've put a load of bulbs everywhere. It's got beautiful peat, like gorgeous compost in here. All round here, I've put flowers in here. There's some cyclamen there. There's one there. And there's some here. And then there's all these little hollies growing. A couple of shrubs growing. I've trimmed them all up. And then there's some more wallflowers around here. I put some more bulbs in there. So what I've done is just try to put as many bulbs in as I can. Put some in there, so that they're spaced out around the tree. So I think this is going to look absolutely amazing. Anyway, just want to show you that. I still need to clear all of this. This is a right mess. Ooh. I know. But there's loads of extra sticks that we don't really want here. And there's so much plantain in here. Is it plantain? Well, I don't mind it. I don't want it growing absolutely everywhere. There's a few foxgloves growing in here. This is a membrane. It's not supposed to have anything growing in here. So with these foxgloves, I will take them out and put them in the garden. Look at all these foxgloves growing in this bit. I've never done this bit of the garden. Sort of a bit of a wilderness bit where all the trees are. But I might tidy up the front bit. There's loads of foxgloves in there. Look. I might have to trim up these roadies a little bit. I'm looking a bit of a weird shape. This one I trimmed back yonks ago. We cut it right down. And it's growing again now. I don't know if it's going to have any flowers on next year. Look at that great big foxglove. And there's another roadie here. And what I think I'll do with the roadies is just trim them up so they don't get too stupid looking. Right, this one's alright, I think. There's all these plants growing in here. I've got to tidy this up, it's such a mess. And all the way up there it goes. There's two massive trees there. I need to cut that down a bit, that elderberry. It's looking a bit scruffy. All this bit needs tidying up and all this edge. Oh God. Yeah, I need to tidy up some of these lily things that have decided to start growing again through the membrane. Loads. And I need to tidy up that elderberry. There, just cut it halfway down. Anyway, we're not doing any of this today. That's not on my list of jobs. What was doing round that tree. Well, I was going to put some round them two little trees, but there's literally no room with all their roots. So we won't be doing that. And then we need to tidy up this side. This isn't as bad. We do tend to keep on top of this side. Just all these things that we cut off have just blown everywhere. I did cut back that dogwood. That's a red dogwood. And I bought a yellow one. Now look at them, they've got loads of buds on them roadies. So they're definitely going to have loads of flowers on this next year. And there, this lovely little tree that I've shaped so it looks all pretty. And there's a roadie there that's really, really old. I was thinking of putting my climbing rose next to it. Let it climb up it. I don't know though, because of Anu. Oh. Anyway, and I need to cut this pampas grass, and I have cut it before, but I really want to give it a really, really good cut. It's really hard. And the base of it is huge. But I'm going to cut this down and let it start again. Get some new shoots, and we still need to clear up all this corner here. I haven't quite got round to this, and all the debris from the privet hedge when we cut it the other week. Anyway, Rome wasn't built in a day, as they say. But today I'm just going to do a little bit of this and see how much I do. I'm not sure if I'm going to do much. It's starting to get chillier outside, I just noticed. And I might have had enough. I might just do like 10-15 minutes of it and see how I feel. Anyway, I'll show you what I've done once I've done it. Okay, I've got my little flask there with my milk, my little table, my bag, my chair. I'm all set up. Anyway, I'm just going to crack on and do a little bit more work before I retire for today. So, see you in a while. Sue here again from Sue's Dolbrodmaeth garden today, and it is 3:15 now. So I've done an hour's worth of clearing in the garden, which I'll show you in a minute. I think my battery's going to go soon. Yeah, I think it is battery low. Anyway, just in case I don't, I'll just show a quick video at the end of the bit that I've done, okay? Because I think my battery's going to go. So I'll say goodbye, and I've done loads today. I feel really good that I've done so much today. Now it's 3:15. I think the animals will be going to bed soon. Yeah, and it's starting to sort of get dark. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a like and a thumbs up. Tell your friends and family about my channel, and I hope I'm entertaining you, because that's what this is for. This is for entertainment purposes only and for my own reference. But if I can actually entertain you as well while I'm doing it, then that's great. So anyway, I've done loads of bulbs today. Tomorrow I'm going to put some more bulbs in. in the bit that I've just cleared. So I'm going to dig up some of the, whatever they're called, lily bulbs, and I'm going to put in some daffodils and stuff. So I'm actually going to do that tomorrow. Anyway, so thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon in the next video. And I managed to squeeze another cup of coffee out of my flask, which has stayed really, really hot in this thermos flask. So in future I will bring a flask out. Oh, there we go. It's died. Oh, now I can't video the bit I've done.